Ladies and gentlemen, the first competition of the event is the JCB Racing Competition. All 8 trucks have been bracketed based on a random order, and they will all race head-to-head to figure out who will claim the first 8 points of the event. Salt Lake City, who's ready for JCB Racing?
In this first matchup, make some noise all the way from Cadillac, Michigan. It's Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. And his opponent from Rockport, Texas, it's Alex Barden, Earthshaker. This is the very first meeting between both of these Monster Jam superstars right here in 2026. Let's see who will take home that first win. They are approaching that starting line, waiting for all amber lights. Let's go green! Hang on a second, Monster Jam fans. They overstaged just a hair on Jurassic, so both Monster Jam trucks will have to restage. Once again, waiting for all amber lights to turn on. Let's go green! Your winner is Earthshaker. Once again in that first matchup, Jurassic Attack versus Earthshaker. Earthshaker moving on into the semifinal round. Coming up next, from Whittier, California, it's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Racing against his opponent from Oak Harbor, Washington, make some noise for Carson Williams, Thunder Roaris. This is the first meeting between both of these Monster Jam superstars. Once again, approaching that starting line, waiting for all amber lights to turn on. Just a second, Monster Jam fans. Once again, we have to restage at the starting line before we can kick off this second matchup in round 1. Looks like we've got our amber lights. Let's go, green! Keep your attention up on the video board, the super glued to the action replay. There you see it, Armando Castro passing that finish line effortlessly and taking home that win his first time against Thunder Roaris. El Toro Loco will be moving on to the semifinal round. In our third matchup, all the way from Williamsport, Maryland, get loud for Matt Cody, Grave Digger. Facing off our leading lady from Fullerton, California, make some noise for Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. Once again, the first meeting between these Monster Jam drivers. Still in round one of the JCB Racing competition, who will take home the win? Hang on, Monster Jam fans, too close to call. Keep your eyes up on the video board for the Super Glue the action replay to see who crossed the finish line first. Your winner is Grave Digger. In our fourth and final matchup of round one, all the way from Lafayette, Louisiana, put your hands together for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Going head-to-head against his opponent from Huntington, West Virginia, Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. Both of these Monster Jam superstars have not competed against one of each other during the JCB Racing competition, but let's see who takes home the final round one win. Your winner is Monster Mutt Dalmatian. What a very exciting round one of the JCB Racing competition. First up, we had Jurassic Attack face Earthshaker, with Earthshaker sliding on into the semifinal round. In our second matchup, Thunder Aurorus and El Toro Loco went head-to-head, but El Toro Loco swept into the lead. Megalodon versus Gravedigger, a very close call, but Gravedigger has now moved on to the semifinal round. And last but certainly not least, our fourth and final matchup in round one, Velociraptor versus Monster Mutt Dalmatian, with Monster Mutt Dalmatian moving on.
Salt Lake City, it's now time for the JCB Racing semifinals. The four fastest trucks will now battle it out head-to-head for the opportunity to move on to the finals. Salt Lake City, who's ready for more JCB Racing?
In our first matchup of the semifinal round, make some noise for El Toro Loco versus Earthshaker. Your winner is El Toro Loco. Once again, Monster Jam fans, in that first matchup during the semifinal round, Earthshaker versus El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco has now moved on into the final round, and unfortunately, Alex Barden and Earthshaker has been disqualified for hitting the turn pole during that last race pass. But Monster Jam fans, we have one finalist. We need one more. Who's ready for more JCB Racing? In our final matchup of the semifinal round, get loud one time for Gravedigger versus Monster Mutt Dalmatian. way too close to call from both of these former World Finals champions. Take a look at the Super Glued to the Action replay to see who won that last race. And I've just been told your winner is Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Salt Lake City, it is now time for the JCB Racing Finals. Our two fastest trucks are going to go head-to-head to see who the fastest is and who claims the first 8 points of the event and claim the #1 spot in the BKT Overall Event Championship. Salt Lake City, are you ready to meet your JCB Racing finalists?
Representing its 25th season, our 2025 Fall Stadium Series champion, get loud for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Racing against our 2025 reigning World Finals Freestyle champion, make some noise for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. What a way to kick off the very first JCB Racing competition, not only here in Salt Lake City, Utah, but also in 2026. There you see on the Super Glued to the Action replay, Blake Granger proud of that last run, hopping up onto the pod. Monster Jam fans, our reigning World Finals champion, it's no secret how incredibly skilled and talented he is. There he is, outside of that Monster Jam truck, excited, proud of that last run. We'll hear from him in just a moment. He's taking home the very first 8 points of the event tonight. One more step towards that overall championship.
Blake, impressive showing here. First competition, opening night, Monster Jam 2026. You look like you had some trouble in those corners. It was slippery, it was sliding around, but man, you navigated them to a win.
Man, we were just Tokyo drifting right around this track. You know, it's been raining all weekend, so I just had to act like I was in the rental car, just going out there and having some fun. But hey, are you guys having fun at Monster Jam? Let me hear you.
You look like you're having a lot of fun, and there's still fun to come. A two-wheel skills competition. You gonna use this track to your advantage?
Man, you know, Salt Lake City, I love you guys, man. I won the World Finals right here at Rice Cycle Stadium. But the two-wheel skills competition, I landed on my roof. And I got some redemption, you know. I got to do a little better than that. So I want you guys on your feet, judgeszone.com. Let's have some fun, baby! Woo!
You heard him, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Monster Jam fans, turn your attention to the BKT overall event leaderboard. There you see it, Monster Dalmatian Blake Granger taking home the very first 8 points of the event this evening, but close behind him with 7 points is El Toro Loco Armando Castro. Neck and neck to round out the top 4, Earthshaker Alex Barden and Gravedigger Matt Cody with 4 points each. And in the bottom 4 with 2 points each, Jurassic Attack, Megalodon, Thunderorus, and Velociraptor. Keep in mind that tonight we still have 2 more competitions, so anything is game. Coming up next, the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, Judging Criteria. This is where you play that pivotal role in helping us crown our BKT overall event champion. Take a look at the video board. Each driver will get to make 2 attempts each. Go ahead and scan the QR code. That'll take you to judgeszone.com. While you are judging, the criteria for you to look for is stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, and even moonwalks or any type of combination move. The drivers are going to explain a little bit more in detail what each of these maneuvers are, so keep your focus up on the video board.
Monster Jam fans, we had some incredible racing we just saw, and I was just chatting with my pal Chase here, who's a huge fan of Gravedigger, and this is your first event, isn't it, Chase?
Yes, it is.
You having a good time so far?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun.
Well, as mentioned, this is right after our JCB racing competition, and we have another race we want to try out. Chase, what we're going to do is we're going to direct your attention up to the big screen here, and what I want you to do is pick which racer you think is going to win this race. We got Megalodon, Gravedigger, and El Toro Loco. Which truck do you think is going to get the win in our mini jams race?
Definitely Gravedigger.
Definitely Gravedigger. Salt Lake City, do you agree with Chase? All right, well, Chase, there's only one way to find out. We're going to count down, and we're going to get this race underway. And it looks good. We got Gravedigger out in front. Holding on strong, holding back the competition. But it's El Toro Loco celebrating 25 years, gets in front around that first turn. Coming around the big turn here. Gravedigger come back in front. No, it's Megalodon. Coming in hard. It's Gravedigger looking like the winner here. Chase, you did it. You guessed right, Gravedigger, your favorite. I want to give you this Gravedigger hat, which parents and everyone here, you can pick up as well while you're here, this Gravedigger hat. Chase, this is for you. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And Salt Lake City, we've got so much more Monster Jam coming up in just a minute.
Monster Jam fans, it is time for us to kick off the second competition of the evening, but I need help from all of you to get this thing started. Keep your eyes on the video board. Let me hear you clap. We want to hear you clap as loud as you can, Salt Lake City. Right out of the gate, check out the verticality and precision from Tim Hall Jr. Balancing that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck right up on the nose. That was his first attempt. He still has one more remaining.
Give it up for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. Scoring is now open. Make sure to scan the code on the screen. Type in the city code SLC, and you'll see the BKT tires. Simply slide it up and down to lock in the score you want to give Tim Hall Jr. and Jurassic Attack for that two-wheel skills run. Let's hear it one more time for Tim Hall Jr. and Jurassic Attack.
He's outside of that Monster Jam truck, waving at all you fans. Very proud of that last run, the first one in skills during this season. Check out the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. Scores are now locked at judgeszone.com. The score for Jurassic Attack is a great score, 7.319, and your score to beat. One more time for Jurassic Attack. Monster Jam fans, like I said before, we have 8 of the biggest and baddest in Monster Jam out here for you in Salt Lake City, Utah to kick off the 2026 season. We just saw Jurassic Attack Tim Hall Jr. throw it down on this track, taking home a 7.319, but we still have 7 more Monster Jam trucks underway. Speaking of which, please help me welcome back to the track, Carson Williams, Thunder Roris. Monster Jam fans, that was Thunder Roris' very first attempt. He still has one more attempt left.
Let's hear it for Carson Williams, Thunder Roaris. You have 20 seconds, scan the code, and lock in those scores.
Don't forget to turn your attention up to the video board for the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. There you see it. Carson Williams once again also balancing that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck on the front two BKT tires. Very excited and proud of that run. But was that enough to land him in the top spot? Currently, your score to beat belongs to Jurassic Attack, 7.319. And the score for Thunder Roaris is enough for second place, 5.664. Make some noise one more time for Carson Williams. So far, Monster Jam fans, we've seen two Monster Jam drivers get up on the nose of that Monster Jam truck, balancing on those BKT tires. BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam, a one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agriculture and giant earth mover tires online at bkt-tires.com. Coming back to take a bite out of the track, our 2023 Rookie of the Year, Ashley Sanford, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon. The scoring is now open. Lock in those scores now for Megalodon.
Two incredible and successful attempts during the two-wheel skills challenge. First, we saw a reverse wheelie up the middle pod, as you can see on the video board, and then Ashley Sanford pulled out one of our old moves in the game, a sky wheelie in which she takes that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, goes as big as she can and as vertical as she possibly can. Impressive to me, but was it enough for you all to score her at judgeszone.com? The score for Megalodon is second place, a great score, 7.208. One more time for Ashley Sanford. Our next competitor is ready to come back and tackle this track. Put your hands together for Alex Barden, Earthshaker. popping that thing right up onto the middle pod and balancing on those front two BKT tires. That was Alex Barden's very first attempt during the two-wheel skills challenge. He still has one more to go. He does it not once, but twice. Pop her up onto the pod. Carefully and effortlessly balancing that Monster Jam truck. This is the longest suspension I've seen.
Let's make some noise for Alex Barden in Earthshaker. Scan the code, lock in the scores. One more time, Alex Barden in Earthshaker.
Monster Jam fans, if that didn't have you on the edge of your seat, I don't know what will. Take a look again at that replay. Alex Barden, very technically skilled behind the wheel of that Monster Jam truck, making it look easy, intently focused to make sure he appeases you fans so that you score for him at judgeszone.com. Keep in mind that we ask that you score both accurately and fairly. Scores are locked right now at judgeszone.com. Currently, the score to beat belongs to Jurassic Attack with a 7.319. And the score for Earthshaker is... we have a new leader, 8.366, and your new score to beat. Salt Lake City, we are halfway through the two-wheel skills challenge competition. Recap up on the video board. Earthshaker has now slid into the lead for this competition, the only driver thus far to have crossed the 8-point threshold. Jurassic Attack and Megalodon close behind, 7.319 and 7.208. And rounding out the four, Thunder Roar's Carson Williams with a 5.664. But you never know what's going to happen in Monster Jam. We still have 4 more monster trucks left. Our next competitor, known for height, known for speed, and known for the wow factors. Please put your hands together for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Monster Mutt Dalmatian still has one more attempt remaining.
Let's hear it for Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Head over to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores for Monster Mutt.
Salt Lake City, I just about passed out during that last pass during the two-wheel skills challenge. Blake Granger, always known for pushing the limits in that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. Getting that thing up on the front two BKT tires, balancing, backing it up across the pod. I almost thought he was going to go into a bit of a corkscrew action. It's no secret how technically skilled he is, and that run right there was just a true testament to why he has so many accolades under his belt just in the last 2 seasons. Currently, your score to beat belongs to Earthshaker with an 8.366. And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 9.094. New score to beat. Give it up again for Blake Granger. Our next competitor during the two-wheel skills challenge, our 2025 Fall Stadium Series champion, celebrating 25 years of El Toro Loco. Put your hands together for Armando Castro.
Let's hear it for El Toro Loco, everyone. Make sure to lock in those scores for that run by Armando Castro. Throw up the horns one more time for El Toro Loco.
Man, you superstars surely know how to stress us out. Armando Castro in that very first attempt at a stoppie on the pod, slapping it back down on all 4 BKT tires, and then giving Monster Mutt Dalmatian a run for his money. Not only did he land a second stoppie, but he walked that crazy bull backwards across the pod. There you see him excited about that last run. But the scores lie in your hands. Keep in mind while you're scoring at judgeszone.com to score both accurately and fairly. Scores are locked. And the score for El Toro Loco is enough for third place, 8.164. Score to beat still belongs to Monster Mutt Dalmatian. We've seen 6 of the best in the sport. We still have 2 more monster trucks left, ready to take on this track. Salt Lake City, just checking in. Are you having a good time? Our next competitor, ready to throw it down once again in the black and green wrecking machine. Please help me welcome Matt Cody, Grave Digger.
Matt Cody and Gravedigger. Let's hear it for him. And let's head over to Judges Zone, lock in those scores one more time for Gravedigger.
Monster Jam fans, from practice yesterday twice to this evening, I have not seen any other Monster Jam driver succeed at a stoppie from that side, or popper from that side of the pod. First time this weekend, first time this season, and there you see it on the video board, also achieving backwards action in that Monster Jam truck. Just take a look at the video board. Balancing perfectly, completely still on those front two BKT tires. It doesn't get better than that here at Monster Jam. Scores are now locked at judgeszone.com. Currently, your score to beat belongs to Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And the score for Gravedigger is 8.740, enough for second place. One more time for Matt Cody. Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB. Our final competitor for the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, excited to debut in Monster Jam during his rookie season. Make some noise for Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. Making that popper look easy up onto the pod. Balancing that Monster Jam truck in his first attempt. He still has one more attempt remaining.
Let's hear it for Cliff Turner and Velociraptor. Scoring is open. You have 20 seconds to lock in those scores for Cliff Turner and Velociraptor.
This is your final opportunity to score during the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge this evening. Monster Jam fans, take a look at the video board. We see Cliff Turner effortlessly getting that Monster Jam truck up onto the nose, not once but twice, and walking it back a little bit of backwards moonwalk action. But was that enough to land him a high score at judgeszone.com? The score for Velociraptor is 5.934, which means your winner of the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge is Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger taking home the next 8 points of the event this evening in Salt Lake City, Utah. So far, he has taken home the JCB Racing Competition, 8 points. Now, the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, 8 points. There's still one more competition later on. Could he have a perfect event right out of the gate in 2026. Only time will tell later on during freestyle.
Blake, during JCB Racing, you were doing the Tokyo Drift. Now during two-wheel skills, you were moonwalking all over the spot. How's that feel out there?
Salt Lake City, man, I'm feeling like Michael Jackson out here, just moonwalking all around this track. But hey, it's all about having fun right here at Monster Jam with all you beautiful Monster Jam fans. I love you guys right here in Salt Lake City, man. You guys treat me so well. JudgesZone.com. It's all thanks to you. You can't do it without you guys, man.
No, you can't. And you know, there's still another competition for you to go, and that is Monster Jam Freestyle. You've taken 2 of 2. What you're cooking up to make it 3 for 3?
Man, it's tough out here. To sweep an event is hard, man. We got the best athletes in the world right here in Salt Lake City, kicking off this 2026. But man, as I say every single time I strap in that truck, I am gonna drive that dog straight into the ground, begging for bones, having fun with you guys. Are you guys ready for freestyle? Where my dogs at? Let me hear you.
You heard him, Blake Granger, Monster Mudtown Nation. In our first round of halftime here, our Monster Jam FMX riders are going to be hitting that jump and seeing how much big air they can get for you, Utah. And we just have one rule. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. Yeah. Oh. Utah loves a good backflip. All right, Monster Jam fans, it is now time for the highlight of our FMX competition. That's right, it is the best trick competition. The rules are very simple, and this is where we need you, Monster Jam fans. Every time they hit the jump, when those ribbon boards go red, you score them at JudgesZone.com using that code SLC. You've been doing it all night. We'll do it the same again right here during halftime. Now, I only have one question for you. Who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Monster Jam fans, our first competitor, Taylor Eddins from Marietta, California. He's sporting that Yamaha 450. This is his third season competing with Monster Jam. He told me in his spare time he also likes to skate. Let's see what he does on that bike.
Sounds like y'all like that one. This is where you come in. Score now at JudgesZone.com. JudgesZone.com. Use that code SLC.
These Monster Jam trucks can be vertical, and so can our FMX riders. Once again, that was Taylor Eddins. You saw him on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Right out of the gate, first time right here in Salt Lake City, Utah, this weekend, this season. But let's see what you think he deserved at JudgesZone.com. Great first score, 6.828, and your score to beat. Monster Jam fans, our next competitor, make some noise for Cody McDonough. All the way from Ravensdale, Washington, he's on something a little different, an electric start bar. Let's see what he does.
Cody kicking that tail around. If you liked it, make sure you score it. Those ribbon boards are red. JudgesZone.com. 20 seconds on the clock. The code is SLC.
Salt Lake City, that might be the most stressful and exciting whip I've seen in my entire career. I thought Cody was going to completely turn that bike around, but he rebounded. He showed off. Let's see if that was enough. The score for Cody McDonough is enough for first place, 8.941, your new score to beat. Next up during the best trick competition, all the way from Paso Robles, California, it's Dean Pate. He's been on that bike for 10 years professionally, 7 of which have been with Monster Jam. He's on that Kawasaki 450. Very excited to be back once again.
Oh, nifty showing from Dean Pate there. If you like it, make your scores be known at JudgesZone.com. JudgesZone.com. 20 seconds on the clock. SLC.
Monster Jam fans, that right there was a cliffhanger. It's moves like that that have shown exactly why Dean Pate has taken home awards like the Animosity FMX Bronze Medal. He's done so much in his career, and he shows up and shows out each and every time he comes to Monster Jam. Scores are locked at JudgesZone.com. Let's see what you gave him. 9.258. New score to beat goes to Dean Pate. Our final competitor of the best trick competition. He's been in the game for 33 years, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Get loud for Jared LaRue.
If you like that backflip, Utah, make sure you score it now at JudgesZone.com. JudgesZone.com. That code, once again, is SLC for Jared LaRue.
One of our most skilled and most versatile riders in FMX, Jared LaRue, came out here and wowed us with that backflip of the evening. It's no secret how skilled he is behind the wheel, but let's see if it was enough at JudgesZone.com. Currently score to beat belongs to Dean Pate. And the score for Jared LaRue is 8.620, which means the winner of the best trick competition goes to Dean Pate. Make some noise, Delta Center.
Monster Jam fans, do you want more? I think Salt Lake City wants more, and we're going to give you one more round. These are the FMX trains. They are going to line up one behind the next, behind the next, behind the next, and they are going to hit that jump in a train formation. And once again, the louder you scream, the higher they fly. Doing a tail whip train there. But I think they're going to come around for another pass. But we're going to need you on your feet. And we're going to need you to make some noise. Not bad, not bad. I think they have one more train in store. But we're going to do this together. When they line up for that train and they're about to leave the station, I'm gonna need you to give me a loud choo-choo. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Give it up for our Monster Jam FMX Riders. Taylor Eddins, Cody McDonough, Dean Pate, and Sharon LaRue. Dean Pate, winner of our FMX Best Trick competition. Dean, what do you call it? Did you come up with it? Because, in fact, it was the best one tonight.
Man, that trick right there is called the cliffhanger. You see, you lock your feet right underneath those handlebars, you pinch tight with your toes, and you completely let go of the perfectly good motorcycle. Salt Lake City, what did you guys think of that cliffhanger?
I think they approve. They approve by that applause and approve by the score they gave you. Now, you've been riding for a long time. You've been to 6 continents around the world. If there's a young Monster Jam rider out there or someone who wants to get in the game, do you have any advice for him to be the next Dean Pate?
Yeah, honestly, I do. I've dreamed of being out here ever since I was a little kid in the stands. I see in freestyle motocross. This has been my dream and always what I want to do. I never gave up. I always worked hard and I always stayed focused. And that's for any goal you want to conquer. You just do those things and you can achieve anything. Salt Lake City, thank you for coming out here, showing up and being loud!
Dean Pate, our FMX Best Trick competition winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the pinnacle of today's event. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle. Scoring is open. There's chum in the water. Give it up for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon.
Salt Lake City, what a way to kick off the freestyle competition for the first time in 2026. Keep in mind you want to get that score in at judgeszone.com ASAP. This is your very first opportunity to score. Check out the big air from Ashley Sanford, one of our leading ladies in Monster Jam and our 2023 Rookie of the Year. She came here to show up and show out. There she is, hopping out of that shark, excited for that last run. But let's see what you gave her at judgeszone.com. Great first score out of the gate, 7.015, and your score to beat. One more time for Megalodon. Our next competitor, excited to debut in Monster Jam his rookie season, right here in Salt Lake City. Make some noise for Cliff Turner, Velociraptor.
Ladies and gentlemen, scoring is open. Head over to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores now.
Cliff Turner excited for his rookie season. In fact, he told us he had never been able to attend a Monster Jam event until October of 2024, but his favorite memory being behind the wheel is the first time he ever had the chance to drive for Monster Jam. You can see his excitement up on the super glue glued to the action replay in that dinosaur, but was that enough to land him in the top spot? Scores are locked at judgeszone.com, and the score for Velociraptor is 6.045, enough for second place. One more time for Cliff Turner.
Salt Lake City, I've been chatting with Shaylee here, who's enjoying her first Monster Jam event. Shaylee, how you feeling about the event so far?
Good so far, yeah.
Pretty good? Well, we want to play a little game here with you. It's a game that I think you know. It's rock, paper, scissors, but you're not going to play with me. You're going to play with one of our drivers. Are you ready to play rock, paper, scissors?
Yes.
She says yes. Salt Lake City, are you here to support Shaylee? Let's give her a round of applause as she comes to play rock, paper, scissors. Let's throw it up to the big screen. So get your hands out. Get ready to play. And we're going to throw it up to the screen, and we're going to start with the rock, paper, scissors as we get our driver up on the screen. Paper, scissors. Scissors beats paper. Shaylee, you won. Let's give her a big round of applause, Salt Lake City. Very happy for you. Because you won, we're going to send you home with this grave digger truck just for you. Salt Lake City, let's hear it for Shaylee one more time. Big round of applause for our big winner.
From rising star to series champion and now a world champion, representing El Toro Loco in its 25th season, please help me welcome back to the track, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Looks like he's lining up. We may see a wow factor we haven't seen all evening long. And he does it, the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
Salt Lake City, let's hear it for El Toro Loco. Armando Castro with the backflip. Go to Judges Zone, code SLC, lock in those scores.
Monster Jam fans, it's moves like that and a freestyle run just like that that not only has helped Armando Castro obtain multiple overall event championships, but his first one out of the gate. When he first started as a Monster Jam driver, he took it home, and look at that. Once again, the replay from two different angles. A picture-perfect backflip landing on all four of those BKT tires. matters for you in Salt Lake City, Utah. Currently, the score to beat belongs to Megalodon. And the score for El Toro Loco is 9.228. Top spot goes to Armando Castro with your new score to beat. Check out the freestyle competition so far. El Toro Loco, Armando Castro, making it look easy to slide into that 9-point threshold, holding it down during freestyle, but right behind him, Megalodon, 7.015, the only to have crossed 7 points, and Velociraptor, 6.045, but you never know what's going to take place in Monster Jam. These monster trucks are wild, and they're ready to throw it down, and we still have 5 more during the freestyle competition. Coming up next, he's fired up in that Apex Predator. Please help me welcome Carson Williams, Thunder Roris.
Open. Give it up for Carson Williams and Thunder Roris. Get those scores in now for Carson Williams.
What a great run from Carson Williams, considering yesterday we noticed a little bit of issues with Thunder Roris, but he was able to go back in the pit area to turn wrenches on that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck to make sure it was performance ready. There you see it right there. Big air, big action, pulse-pounding stunts right here on the track. And he was able to fully complete that freestyle run, qualifying for that score at judgeszone.com. There you see him, he's excited. Scores are locked at Judges Zone. The score for Thunder Roris is 6.830, enough for third place. One more time for Carson Williams. Ready to come in hot, keeping it with the dinosaurs. It's Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. A little bit of friendly competition from teammates, but still competitors. Jurassic Attack is ready to take on the track.
Scoring is open. Let's hear it for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack.
Monster Jam fans, Tim Hall Jr. started competing back in 2023 with Monster Jam. He says one of his favorite parts about being a part of this family is coming out here each weekend, hyping himself up, and also receiving so much love from not only you, the fans, but his family. I see so many other families out here excited about that run, just like he is. I can see he's anxious to see what the score is at judgeszone.com. Make sure you get that score in and don't forget to hit that submit button. Scores are now locked. The score for Jurassic Attack is 7.565, sliding on up the ladder into the second place spot so far. One more time for Tim Hall Jr. Our next competitor, our reigning World Finals Freestyle Champion. I need everybody to make some noise for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. He's waving to you fans with his hands out the window. Get loud for him, Salt Lake City. Hang on a second, Monster Jam fans. Clock is paused right now for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. It stopped just shy 30 seconds of his run. Unfortunately, stopping his momentum. There you see on the track, one of our tech officials is going to make sure Blake Granger is okay behind the wheel of that Monster Jam truck. In a moment, we'll see if he can refire to continue what was already a great run. He wants to refire. Monster Jam fans, hype him up!
Scoring is open. Put your paws together for Monster Mutt. Lock those scores in now for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Although we saw a little bit of a pause in the momentum, Blake Granger still came back with big air, tossing that puppy dog around like it was nothing throughout that entire run. Check it out up on the video board. And then at the very end of his run, he brought it back to some old school tricks. Donuts, multiple revolutions around and around. There you see it, taking that Monster Jam truck for a spin. Monster Jam fans, currently, your score to beat is with El Toro Loco with a 9.228. And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is just enough for second place, 8.960, still an incredible score. One more time for Blake Granger.
Monster Jam fans, coming to you live from the Crash Zone. A little bit earlier after the two-wheel skills competition, Earthshaker had to go back to the pits for some body work. They are furiously working on Earthshaker's body now and hoping to come back to finish out the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. We'll have to wait and see. It's minute to minute back there. We'll give you an update in a little bit.
Monster Jam fans, you know that sound. He has taken home a series championship, a world finals championship. I need everybody to get loud in Delta Center for Matt Cody, Grave Digger.
Bang the gong and get it on and head over to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores for Matt Cody in Grave Digger.
Monster Jam fans, typically we see Matt Cody come out here and continuously show momentum, but as you saw, there was a lot of stop and start throughout his run. Nevertheless, still put the pedal to the metal to make sure he landed some big air on all four of those BKT tires. There you see it, a sky wheelie for all of you Monster Jam fans in that black and green wrecking machine. But was that enough to land him in the top spot for Monster Jam Freestyle? He's excited about that run. The score for Grave Digger is 8.241, a great score. Enough for third place. Make some noise one more time for Grave Digger. Salt Lake City, there you see on the freestyle leaderboard, we've seen 7 Monster Jam trucks. There's 8 on this series, but I've been receiving word from the pit area and Alex Miniak. We don't know for sure if Earthshaker will be able to come back onto the track. He's had a lot of issues so far this weekend, as well as in practice yesterday. We are hoping and praying that we can get him back on this track. Monster Jam fans, my apologies in advance if he's not able to make it back. I know Alex Barden was very excited to burn it down on this track this weekend in Salt Lake City, Utah. For all of you incredible fans, let's check back down in the pit area to see what's happening. Oh my goodness, it looks like Alex Barden was able to make it back for all of you Salt Lake City fans. Let's hype him up one time. Salt Lake City, Utah, stomp your feet in the stands as loud as you can.
Scoring is open. Let's hear it for Earthshaker Alex Barden. Head to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores for Earthshaker.
This is your final opportunity to score during freestyle. We're very excited that Alex Barden was able to come back here and really tear up this Monster Jam track. He's excited, pumped up about that last run. There you can see up on the Super Glued to the Action replay, nothing but big air from that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. But was that enough? Scores are locked at judgeszone.com. The score for Earthshaker is 7.272, which means your freestyle winner is Toro Loco. Armando Castro has taken home the final 8 points of this evening's event, but was it enough for the BKT overall event championship? With 8 points in the JCB racing competition, 8 points in the two-wheel skills challenge, and 7 points in the freestyle competition, overall event total of 23 points. Your overall event champion is Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger kicked off a really incredible event. 2 competition wins. So close to a perfect event during Monster Jam Freestyle. Nonetheless, what a way to kick off the 2026 season in that puppy dog. I know he's excited. Monster Jam fans, let's make some noise for him one more time.
Blake, how about this, buddy? The first BKT overall event championship of 2026. Etching your name in the record books just the way you wanted it, I'm sure.
100%, man. There's only one way to start 2026, and that's standing right here with my best friend Tractor on top of this pod with a brand new Monster Jam truck that he made sure was 100%. You have no idea, man. Going through practice yesterday, this truck was up and down and all over the place. But the dedication and hard work of this man right here is the reason we're standing right here on top of this pod. Let's make a round of applause for Tractor and all these amazing crew chiefs back there.
Your BKT overall event champion, Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And we can't end the night without talking about Armando Castro's performance, El Toro Loco in Monster Jam Freestyle. I mean, there's no better way to start the year than with the Morgan & Morgan backflip. I mean, you set the standard for freestyle already.
Yeah, you know, we had to come out here and throw down for freestyle. You know, racing in two-wheel didn't go up to par like I wanted it to, but I told my crew chief, you know, hey, we're going to come out here and do something crazy for the Monster Jam fans here in Salt Lake City, and that's exactly what I did. I backflipped a 12,000 pounds, 1,500 horsepower Monster Jam truck. Salt Lake City, did you guys like the backflip? Make some noise!
One more time for your freestyle champion, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
What a way to kick off this season on Arena Championship Series West. Jack, I have so many wow moments that I can account for during tonight's event. What was your personal favorite?
You know, I want to go back to the two-wheel skills challenge and all the verticality that we saw throughout that competition. And I don't know, maybe it was just me, but it felt like once we started seeing that competition, everyone got just a little more spicy and competitive. And I feel like if this is just a sign of what's to come, then Arena Series West is going to be the tour to watch in Monster Jam this year.
I had a blast tonight, Monster Jam fans, and so did my co-hosts. We love coming out here to the Delta Center, hanging out with all of you incredible Monster Jam fans. Congratulations again to our overall event champion, Blake Granger, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian, who is one step closer to that automatic bid into World Finals, which once again will be taking place in Salt Lake City, Utah, July 4th weekend. That'll do it for Monster Jam. Folks, head on out to the concourse, grab a snack for the road, and hit up our official merchandise stands while you still can. Once again, my name is Unissa Cruz. On behalf of myself, my co-host Jack Farmer, as well as Alex Miniak, and everyone at Feld Entertainment, we hope you've had a great start to your new year, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.